Welcome to the graduation ceremony for Thunderbird Christian Elementary 8th grades class of 2024. We are thrilled to have you to join us tonight to celebrate our hard-earned achievements, which wouldn't have been possible without your support. Thank you for being here. Please join me in bowing your heads for prayer. Gentlemen, kindly remove your caps. Dear Heavenly Father, we are gathered today to celebrate our 8th grade graduation. We are grateful for the knowledge, growth, and friendships we have gained. We thank our teachers and families for their unwavering support and ask that you continue to guide and inspire them. Grant us wisdom, strength, and compassion as we embark on new journeys. May our futures be filled with love, support, and insight. Please bless this ceremony and ensure it proceeds smoothly. In Jesus' name, amen.
This year, our class has selected Zechariah 4, verse 6 as our class verse. It says, "Not by might, nor by power, but by my spirit." The class aim we chose is, "If my mind can conceive it and my heart can believe it, I know I can achieve it." The motto we chose is, "Success comes to those who make it happen, not to those who let it happen."
Before the graduates say their personal things, I just want to say a thank you to all those who have worked behind the scenes this year. In the background, unseen by most, but definitely appreciated by me. This year could not have happened as smoothly with all of our events without your support. So thank you for your tireless efforts, your time, your energy, and your resources. On behalf of all of us, we extend our heartfelt appreciation. Thank you.
My name is Ezekiel, and I'm so glad that all of you were able to join this 8th grade graduation. To start off, I would like to thank my parents for always being there for me. I would also like to thank all my friends for helping me with school and work. This year really went through fast, and I hope that all of us will have an amazing time in high school. Again, I want to thank you all for coming to this graduation. I'll end this tribute with a Bible verse. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and future. Jeremiah 29:11.
Hello, good evening. My name is Kenny. I am proud to be standing here as a class of 2024 graduate. I have had great memories with my fellow peers and teachers. I have learned and achieved many things, and for that, I would like to thank the following. First, I would like to thank God for everything He has done for me, helping me through all my years in elementary school. I am happy to say that I am starting a new chapter in life with God by my side. Next, I would like to thank my parents for all the sacrifices they made for me to have a Christian education. Thank you. And for that, I am very grateful. Finally, I would like to thank my grandparents for being there by my side, making sure I have help. Thank you to all my family for the support and dedication you have given me.
Hello, everyone. My name is Alex Esparza, as most of you know, and I'm glad to be here today graduating in front of all of you. At this time, I want to give thanks to the people who have helped me through my 8 years at TCE. First, I would like to thank my parents. They've always been there for me, always being hard on me. I might not be perfect, but you guys definitely made me into the person I am today, and I can't express how much that means to me. Next, I'd like to thank the rest of my family, my sister, my cousins, aunts, uncles, grandparents, all of them. You guys gave me the best memories I could ever ask for and all the good times. And I really appreciate all of you. Next, I'd like to thank my friends, my class. One friend I want to name properly mention is Owen Heisey. He's been my best friend since first grade and will always be my best friend for years to come, and I really love him. And he's always been a great friend. Next, I'd like to thank the rest of my friends, everyone else. Sean, Kenny, Luca, you guys always make me laugh, always make me smile. Even the seventh graders always making my day. You guys made this year great, and I really appreciate all of you. Lastly, I'd like to thank the teachers. Thank you, guys. Thank you, teachers, for teaching me. And this year was special because I had my sister as a teacher. And I loved it. It was great. She lived in California and she came back. I never really saw her, but she came back and now she's my teacher, and it was really a great year. And although maybe she didn't like me as a student, I liked her as a teacher. And that's it. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Brandon Gilliam. I would like to start off by thanking my parents for allowing me to attend this school. I couldn't be here without them. I would also like to thank God for all the opportunities He has provided for me and everything He has given me. I wound up here because my parents thought it would be the best Christian school for me to attend. I am delighted that I had this experience. My time here has been very informative, and I've learned a lot thanks to all my teachers and even because of some of my classmates. I'll certainly remember this place for the rest of my life. I'm very pleased with what I have learned here, as it is something I will definitely use in the near future, throughout high school, and most likely in college too. Something I came to appreciate because of my time here is history. Before I came here, I couldn't truly see its value. I didn't think it was important, but thanks to my social studies teacher, Miss Nicole, I now see how important history truly is. I don't want to take away any more time from everyone else, so in conclusion, I want to thank you all since you've all been a part of this experience. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed teachers, and my fellow classmates, before I begin, I want to take a moment to express my gratitude to my family, Mom and my brother Elijah. My other family members, thank you for always being there for me, for your unwavering support and your countless sacrifices. And the encouragement you helped me to reach out to this point of your guidance has been the foundation of my journey through middle school. I wouldn't be standing here today without you. I also want to extend my thanks to my friends. I wouldn't be going into detail about each one of them. Their presence in my life has always been valuable. Whether it has been studying together, lending a friendship, or a simple hand, more bearable. To all my friends, thank you for being there for me and helping me navigate the challenges. And to our teachers, thank you for teaching us, and your dedication to our education has been greatly appreciated. Your efforts in our class helped us learn and grow, prepared us for the future ahead. Thank you for your guidance and support through our time in middle school. As we stand here on the brink of a new chapter in our lives, let us not forget the support system that carried us through. Let us cherish the memories we made together and the friendships we forged. So, class of 2024, as we bid farewell to middle school, let us do so with gratitude for all that we've experienced and excitement for all that lies ahead. Congratulations to each and one of you, and our journey continues. And I'm confident that great things will await us. Thank you.
Good evening, parents, siblings, friends, and family, including teachers too. I want to thank you all for coming here tonight and celebrating the graduation of the 8th grade class of 2024. Your support means a lot to me and to the rest of my class. I want to thank my parents first, my family and my friends. They are here to support me, and they have made this year the best they could with their help, prayers, and support. I want to thank the teachers and the pastors for their help this year, what they have done to push me to make me better. Thank you, Ms. Nicole, Ms. Markovich, Ms. Erica, Pastor Mark, and Ms. Pam. I am so grateful for the time that I have spent here, and I look forward to the years ahead of me. If there was one quote that I could tell the students that will graduate in the following years, it would be the quote that my mom told me. She told me, "You are the only one that can hold yourself back from accomplishing your dreams. No one else can unless you let them." Most importantly, I want to thank God. He is the only one that knows our futures, and it is all in His hands where we will go. I am overall thankful for everything. I thank you, and I hope you all have a good evening. Thank you for coming tonight, and congratulations to my class.
Hi, my name is Owen Heisey. I'm graduating 8th grade and would like to give some thanks. First to my mom and dad. They gave me life and sustained my self-being. They got me through my highs and lows and made the man you see here before you today. They have kept me disciplined and obedient. You have both sacrificed a lot for me and my sisters, and I don't know what I would do without you. Mom and Dad, you two are the best parents I have ever had, being the only ones I've ever had. Thank you for my gift of life and education. Thank you, Mom and Dad. Love you. And I'd like to say thanks to my sisters. Y'all gave me someone to pick on for my whole life. Don't expect it to stop. Although I would have liked to be nowhere near you guys sometimes, y'all were always fun. I also want to say thanks to the pets, the Joneses, Cleo, and Loki, for being awesome pets. I would also like to say thanks to all my family. You might be in Maine, Tennessee, North Carolina, or even all the way in Canada. Although you may have been far, you were always a big part of my life. And to all my close friends that have been there for me all my life, McKenna, Ian, Alex, Jacob, and Jesse. You have been my friends since I've moved here in Arizona. And for my more recent awesome friends, Sean and Luca. Now I would like to say my greatest thanks to the one that wakes me up every morning and protects me always and all the days to my dying day. Jesus, God, my guardian angel, thank you. I can't wait to meet you all someday. Thanks, everyone. We did it.
Greetings, I am Carson Johnson, and I first would like to start off by thanking everyone who helped me get this far. Thank you, God, my mom, my dad, and my grandparents for helping me prepare for this moment, and my sister for keeping me alive or even deciding to keep me alive through all these years. And I want to thank my aunts, uncles, cousins, and all my friends here and in other cities. And I would also like to thank my teachers and former teachers that helped me get through most of my life. I remember when I first came to school in Las Vegas, Nevada as a kindergarten student, and now I'm looking back on that day as a graduate. There have been rough times in my life I had to go through, but I had friends and family to help me with the problems I had to experience, and I am really grateful for you sacrificing your time and money for giving me a brighter future. I know I was not a great child and caused you some stress, but you were willing to put up with me and turn me into a person I am today. Now, thanks to you all, I can look forward to a good life that lies ahead of me, and I couldn't have done it without you.
Gentlemen, proud parents, and fellow graduates, today as we stand on the edge of our future, I am filled with gratitude and emotion. We have worked so hard to overcome challenges, and now we are ready to spread our wings and soar. But before we do, there's someone I must acknowledge, the person who has been my rock and my unwavering support, my guiding light and my rock throughout this journey. Mom, you are the heart and soul of my existence. From the moment I stumbled into this world, you cradled me in your arms, whispering promises and love and protection. You taught me to walk, to dream, and to believe in myself. You wiped away my tears when I fell and celebrated my victories with unbridled joy. Thank you for those early mornings, making breakfast and packing lunches. Even when you were bone tired, thank you for the countless nights you stayed up with me, helping me with homework and cheering me up during late night study sessions. Your unwavering dedication has shaped me into the person I am today. As I stand here wearing this cap and gown, I know that this achievement is as much as mine as it is yours. You've sacrificed so much of your time and energy, your dreams to ensure that I have every opportunity to succeed, and for that I am forever grateful. Dad, I want to thank you for everything. But beyond these practicalities, Mom, you've given me something more precious. Your love. Your love has been my anchor, my safe haven, my driving force. It has fueled me, my ambition, and softened my failures, and amplified my triumphs. You're the love and the wind beneath my wings, propelling me forward even when I doubted myself. Grandma, Papa, Hadassah, Jesse, and my brothers, even though you drive me crazy sometimes, I love you all and thank you. I'd like to thank my teachers who helped me with all my math problems and to confide my boy problems with. So thank you, Mr. Dave, Ms. Markovich, Ms. Erica, and lastly, Ms. Johnson. But the most important person is God. I love you and thank you. And finally, I'd like to thank my bestie Westies, Iris, Addie, Lillian, Melanie, Delia, JJ, Amanda, and Blessing. Thank you all. Congratulations to the class of 2024.
Hello everybody, today is the day I graduate from middle school, so I'd like to thank God for getting me through this school year. I thank God for life and for everything. I'd like to thank my parents, my mom for supporting me and being there for me, my dad for helping me with homework and helping me understand, and I'd like to thank my parents for putting up with all the drama I tell them. Next, I would like to thank my brother that even though we don't always get along, I had a lot of good memories with him and that will stay with me. I'd like to thank my friends Mariah, Blessing, Melanie, JJ, Lillian, Delia, Addie, and Anna. They got me through this year and always made me laugh. My friends always brought me joy, and even though we sometimes didn't get along. So with that, I would like to finally thank my teachers. They taught me and had patience with me. I'd like to thank Miss Johnson for hearing all the tea and giving the best advice. I'd like to thank Miss Erica for being a great teacher, and she taught ELA amazingly. She put up with all of us telling her all our problems. I'd like to thank Miss Markovich for being the great teacher she is, but she's also more than that to a lot of us. She's a friend. I'd like to thank Miss Nicole for also being a good teacher. She taught Bible and social studies great. Thank you. And I'd like to finally thank Mr. Forrest for he always lets me and my friends play basketball. He's a great PE teacher and he's hilarious. Well, with that, it looks like I'm off to high school now. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. My name is Sean, and today I'd like to start by thanking God. He is the man who wakes me up every morning and gives me a new day of life. Even though I might have some bad days, He is always there and He is first in my life. He helped me through all my work when I was in doubt and I felt like I couldn't do it. I felt God with me the whole time, and I really want to thank Him for all He's done. I can't wait to see Him when He comes again. Next, I'd like to thank my family, my mom. I'd like to thank you because you have sacrificed so much for me and my brother. And my dad, I wanted to thank you for teaching me how to build all the things that I know how to build. And Eric, I'd like to thank you for being there for me to pick on. And yes, I do love you, even though you think I hate you. Next, I'd like to say thanks to all my friends, Owen, Luca, Alex, Kenny. They always make me laugh, and they brighten up my day every single day. Lastly, I'd like to thank the teachers for teaching me all that I know, even though I might forget it midsummer. But it's okay, we are just being boys. When I got here in 6th grade, I was greatly greeted by the students and later became their friends. So we are making it for God, and thank you for listening.
Hello, my name is Luca Reisinger, and as you know, I am graduating this year at TCE. I would first like to thank my mom. My mom is a kind, caring person who would always remind me to do my homework, assignments, and projects every single day. And if I were honest, I wouldn't be able to do half of my projects without her help and support. Not only that, but my mom always tells me to do the best on every single assignment, every single project, and even every single piece of homework. If it weren't for her, I'm not sure if I would have accomplished many things this school year. But it was not only my mom that supported me. My dad also supported me greatly. My dad has to travel all the time for work so I can be in the school. My dad always wants the best for me, so I thank him for working away from home all the time, allowing me to learn. Although my parents are the top 3 people I should thank, my number 1 will still go to God. If it weren't for God, I wouldn't be alive. If it weren't for God, I wouldn't be talking. But if it weren't for God, I wouldn't be here today. He has guided me, influenced me, and helped me learn and improve and help me graduate. So I thank God for guiding me this entire time and helping me graduate.
Good evening, everyone. First off, I'd like to thank everyone for having the time and patience to hear our heartfelt words. Our families, teachers, and even friends have given us the support, guidance, and teaching to get through this year. For that, I'd like to thank them. I'd also like to thank God for the chance to even stand in front of everyone today and for being here with us every step along the way through thick and thin. Ma and Dad, you've worked your hardest to support at the NI and all while giving us the love, joy, and encouragement we need. You have always been there for us. We love you, and I hope that we can return that favor someday. Thank you so much. Ate, you've given me so much advice that carried me through this year. I'm so glad to have an older sister to rely on when I need clarification or even someone to vent to. Thank you. A special thanks to the teachers, Mrs. Nicole, Mrs. Markovich, Mrs. Erica, and all TCE staff who have helped us learn, inspired us to do our best, and had the patience to deal with us, given us the gift of education, and lended us the opportunity to learn not only how to solve the Pythagorean theorem and annotate text, but also to learn how to grow closer to God and love others. And to our friends as well, who have made this year one of the most enjoyable ever. Thank you. They have helped us to be the people who we are today. So when I first came to TCE at the beginning of the school year, I had no friends to start off the year, and I sat at a table all alone. And that's when three kind, goofy girls came up to me. You know who you are. Despite not knowing anyone at all before I came to TCE, I was still warmly welcomed by people whom I didn't know would change my life entirely. This past school year has been one of the most fun years of my life because of them. These include Ellie, Katia, Sophia, Lissa, Liz, Sydney, and many, many others, though I won't mention them. It's been a whole roller coaster, and thank you for making this school year all worthwhile. We laughed, we cried, we learned many new things, not only academic-wise, but also about each other and about ourselves. It's unreal how fast time has moved. For some of you, this may be the last time we go to the same school, and for some of you, I may be there throughout your whole high school journey. Nevertheless, I wish you the best of luck in all you do. Thank you, everyone, for this experience, for these memories that will never be forgotten. As we move on from this milestone, let us continue to strive for our goals with all our best, pushing through with integrity, kindness, and motivation from our peers. So on that note, I'll end off with a quote from Mahatma Gandhi: "Let's be the change we wish to see in this world." Thank you.
Day for us fellow graduates. I would first like to thank God for waking me up every single day and for guiding me through my middle school year even when I wanted to give up on school. I would like to thank my parents. First, my mom. My mom, even when she's tired, she always helps around the house. She cooks, she cleans, and she helps my dirty little crazy brothers. Now my dad. My dad is hardworking. He wakes up early in the morning and drives 1 hour every single day back and forth from school. Next, I would like to thank my siblings. First, my older sister. I would like to thank them for giving me advice that I never use, and for listening to my middle school drama and my boys' drama. Now my brothers, I would like to thank them for making me a tougher person. Sorry. If my brothers didn't bully me every single day, I would be sensitive, and I would like to thank my brothers for being my personal mates. I would also like to thank my friends, especially Anna, Grace, Mariah, Addie, Amanda, Alyssa, Melanie, Sophia, Sydney, Kelsey, and JJ. They've helped me so much through the school year. They're the reason why I want to come to school every single day. They listen to all my problems. I would also like to thank my long-distance best friend, Ilka, Liz, and Chantel. Even though we don't go to the same school anymore, they still know everything that's going on in my life. We've been together through our middle schools up and down. I would also like to thank the teachers for helping me with my grades. They always help when I was struggling. I would especially like to thank Ms. Erica for always grading my work the moment I turn something in. Ms. Erica is more than a teacher. She's a friend. She's someone you can talk to about anything and gives good advice. It's exciting to know that next year I will still be able to have her as my teacher. This school year has been an amazing experience, and it wouldn't be possible without these people.
Hello, everyone. I'm excited to be graduating today. I would like to thank my parents for the sacrifices they made to get me where I am today. Late night studies and everything else. They got me through my highs and lows. I'm grateful to be at TCE with the wonderful teachers. I would like to thank my friends, and I would like to thank Alex for always losing in basketball and Owen for his good jokes. I'd like to thank the big man upstairs for always looking out for me. I'm excited to release this knowledge from my brain the second I walk out these doors and play games all summer and come back and learn it all again, sadly. I'd like to thank God for waking me up in the mornings between 5:30 to 6. Glad I won't have to do that anymore. And lastly, thank you to everyone that helped me get to where I am today.
Hello, everyone. As we are here to celebrate, we are filled with excitement, nostalgia, and maybe a little bit of fear of what lies ahead. But we are filled with pride in our accomplishments and grateful for the journey that has brought us to this moment. First, I want to congratulate every one of my classmates. This is a significant milestone that we have worked tirelessly and achieved, and it is important to take a moment to reflect on hard work, dedication, and perseverance that has brought us to this point. Whether we face challenges along the way or had smooth sailing, we should be proud of the resilience and determination that has carried us through this last year. I would like to thank all my family, friends, and specifically my dad in general. I would like to thank God and have a good night.
Good evening, Principal Young, teachers, staff, family, and my graduating class of 2024. It is hard to believe this year is over and we are graduating tonight. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Luca Reisinger, and I was elected class president this year. It is a privileged honor to speak at our graduation ceremony this evening. It has been a great experience attending Thunderbird Christian Elementary School, also known as TCE. Some of us have attended since kindergarten, others joined this year, and for myself, this is year number 2. But regardless of how many years we have spent at TCE, I can assure you that our lives have been changed because of our education here. Our time at TCE has been impacted by our teachers, parents, and most importantly, God. We have created great memories throughout the years, and those memories will be forever treasured. Whether it is from our field trips, field days, swim Olympics, or simply from having fun at PE, we will cherish those moments. Let's not forget our banquet and 8th grade class trip to Washington, D.C. Our teachers, the staff, and our parents made this possible, so we thank you for your support and guidance. And now, class of 2024, as we move on to the next phase of our lives, I want to encourage each and every one of us to never forget all the good memories we have made at TCE. As we may go our separate ways, we should remind ourselves of the lessons we have learned, the importance of hard work, determination, and the ability to successfully work together. Entering high school is a whirlwind of emotions, a mix of nervous anticipation and unlimited excitement. It's a journey that promises new friendships, challenging academics, and unforgettable experiences. As we step through the hallways for the first time, we're filled with encouragement from teachers, families, and friends urging us to reach for the stars and pursue our goals. Some of us dream of becoming doctors, engineers, artists, or entrepreneurs, while others aspire to make a difference in our community. In high school, we will search for our passions, define our paths, overcome obstacles, and chase our dreams. Over the years, we become close friends, helping each other out and cheering one another on. Whether it's studying for tests or giving moral support, we've got each other's backs. Together, we make a strong and supportive group where everyone feels included and encouraged to do their best. As my speech comes to an end, I could not leave without expressing our gratitude towards our school. First, we want to thank Jesus for the opportunity and privilege to be part of his school. Yes, TCE is God's plan, and we are not here as a coincidence. We are here because Jesus chose each one of us. Second, we want to say a special thank you to our principal, Mrs. Young, for always expecting us to reach our greatest potential. Our third thank you goes to our teachers, Ms. Nicole, Mrs. Markovich, Mrs. Stewart Pasco. You've made learning enjoyable by providing us with the essential building blocks for a successful education. Last, we want to thank Mr. Zach, Mrs. Guzman, Mrs. Green, Mrs. Campos, Ms. Shell, and Ms. Emily for supporting us through our fundraisers as well as working behind the scenes. Of course, we couldn't forget Mr. Forrest, our PE teacher, for being a normal teacher but cooler. And now, class of 2024, as we come to an end of this journey together, I want to leave you with a powerful message. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. Jeremiah 29:11. So as we step into the next chapter of our lives, remember that each one of us is destined for greater things. Embrace challenges, cherish friendships, and hold on to your dreams. May God bless all our future adventures. Congratulations, class of 2024. We made it.
The speaker we have selected today to present us this evening is actually 2 people. These 2 people have been very involved in our lives. They have taught us in swimming for swim club and have come to our classes to talk with us older kids and set them straight. I'm not sure if I have given away who these 2 wonderful people are yet by my vivid description. I now have the honor and privilege to present who I know as a coach, but most know as a pastor, Coach Mark and Miss Pam Solger.
All right. Well, you have enough room?
I do.
Well, I wanted to start by saying congratulations to the graduating class, 8th grade graduating class of 2024. And like Owen said, thanks for the introduction, Owen. You know, we've it's a privilege to be invited to speak at your graduation. And it's an honor. And we have been privileged and honored also to be a part of many of your lives for the last 7+ years. And I think Owen might have been the one to start it when we started the swim team here. I think Owen said, well, he said to Pastor Mark, what do we call you, Pastor Mark or Coach Mark? And then I think you coined the term Pastor Coach Mark. And so it kind of stuck, and that was the name that he had, and Coach Pam. And we've also had the honor and privilege of spending time with you, like Owen said, in the guys group and the girls group, and for the last several years. So it's been a real privilege. And so thank you again for having us.
Yeah, thank you for asking us to come. We're going to start with something new, a little activity. We'd like 2 volunteers. Raise your hand, you can be part of this. Owen and Leah, come on up here. Let me embarrass you. Yeah. All right, well, in here I have a little gift for each of you. Since you raise your hand first, here is yours. What is that?
$100.
A $2 bill.
Right. So who came out better on the deal?
Owen.
Owen did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if you take a look at that, I'd like to let you know that that $100 bill is a fake. It's a good one, though, isn't it? I looked at that and I went, wow. And it's a movie prop, so you have to give it back to me because it's too good of a copy, but it's fake. So, Aaliyah, who has more money?
I do currently right now.
So who won in the deal?
Her.
Attaboy. All right, thank you. You got to keep those things, and I'll come take care of you after. Go ahead and sit down. Thank you. Let's give them a round of applause for going along with that. So this has a point. So before I was a pastor, I was a banker, and when you go to work for a bank, the first thing you do for the first 3 days is they put you in front of money, and they have you count money, 1s, 2s, 5s, 10s. 20. All you do is count money, and it's actually quite tedious. But what I found out later is what they put in front of you is real money. Every single bill is real, okay? So the test at the end of the 4th day is they don't tell you, but they throw a fake in there, maybe 2. And when you're counting it, you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, and all of a sudden you go, and you hold it and you go just like that, 100. If you held the 100 and the 2 together and counted enough, you would realize there's something wrong with this. It's not like the same. And the reason that you do that is because all they put in front of you is the authentic, real McCoy money. And so we would like to talk about that tonight, about authenticity and finding the fake.
That's right, the counterfeit.
Counterfeit.
You know, it may have been a year or 2 ago, I had gone to the store, and when I had done all my shopping, and I got to the checkout, and when I got there, all of a sudden I looked at my wallet and I realized my credit card was missing. Pretty sure my son had it, and I think I maybe had just enough cash to cover it. And I think it was $21 and something cents. And so I had a $20 bill and a $2 bill, just like Aaliyah has, a $2 bill. And I handed it to the person who was taking the money, and he looked at me really funny. And he looked at me, and then he said to me, what are you trying to do? And I said, what do you mean? He goes, what's this? And he was so upset with me. And I said, what's what? And he showed me the $2 bill. He goes, what are you trying to do, giving me fake money? This isn't real. And I said, it is real. It's a $2 bill. And then he said, well, I'm going to call my manager. I said, please call your manager. And so he did. He called his manager, and we waited. The manager came. And when he showed him, he said, this lady's trying to give me fake money. And he looked at it, and he realized it was a $2 bill, like Aaliyah, who has a little bit more than Owen at this moment. And he informed this young person that the $2 bill, in fact, was real. It wasn't a counterfeit. And the interesting thing about that story, and it was a lesson for me because I realized this person thought that was a counterfeit. But the fact of the matter was, it was the real thing. That was a real $2, and it was worth $2. And so it's important. And as we go through our talk today, we want you to be thinking about that. What's the real thing versus the counterfeit? You know, you need to know the real thing so you can become the real thing. And I'm not just talking about money. I'm talking about God. And I really appreciated listening to the tributes to your family because each one of you paid tribute to the one, and that's God, and how important that is. And so remembering we need to know the real thing, right? So we can recognize the real thing, so we can become the real thing.
Want to watch that video?
Oh, yeah, thank you. Forgot that part. You know, so we're going to show a quick video. It's 1 minute, and we're going to pause. So the instructions in the video are, so you guys can watch it here. And if you've seen it, don't give it away. But the instructions are, it's a bunch of people passing a basketball, and your job is to count how many people in the white T-shirts pass the ball. Your job is to find out how many. And we have a little something here for you if you can get that number right. All right?
This is an awareness test. How many passes does the team in white make?
Go!
That was awesome. Okay, did you count?
I made you guess. Raise your hand, call it out. Nice and loud.
Keep
How many?
going.
How many? 12?
Keep going.
He said 12. You over there? 12, almost 13. Okay, yeah, okay. Is that right? The rest of you didn't have a guess?
That was good. We paused it right. Owen was right. It's 12, almost 13, because we paused it there.
All right.
Okay, so now you know the answer, but now we'll go ahead and play the rest.
The answer is 13.
All right.
But did you see the moonwalking bear?
Go!
How many got deceived?
You know, this video it's representative also of what our spiritual life is like. You know, we have an enemy, don't we? We have an enemy. Who is it? Yeah, it's Satan. And he likes to, here's the thing about the devil, all right, the enemy. He's not going to show up with horns and a red cape right? It's not how he's going to show up. He shows up kind of like this video shows us, where there's so much distraction around us that we don't see what's actually happening. We miss the moonwalking bear because of the distractions around. And in our spiritual life, there are, like the dollar bills or the $100 bills, there's counterfeits. And they're not real, so they're not worth anything. So it's important to, again, remember, when we know the real thing, we can become the real thing.
He told us, some of you, I think it was Joshua, said, hey, when you get your look, you've got fears in front of you. You know, high school's a big deal. None of you have been there, but it's like the scholastics are going to be harder. Your relationships are going to be extremely important. You're growing up. You're going to have a new relationship with your mom and dad, and with your friends are going to change. And there's some will stay the same, but there's going to be distractions in your way. And one of these things that reminded us when in chapter 6 of John, which is my favorite book, Jesus does the greatest miracle of all, in that he had all four gospels
That it was so important to the disciples that they put it in all four Gospels. And this was it. He fed 5,000 people. And he did it by making bread and making fish out of nothing. He did it 5,000 times. So if you're a disciple, you walk up to Jesus, you have a plate, and he blesses it, and appears bread and fish, and then you went and go. He did that 5,000 times. So in this audience, you maybe have 150, right? How long would it take to feed 5,000 people? Anyone? You been to a big potluck before? You know, it took those ladies a long time to put that together. It would take days, maybe an entire day, to feed 5,000 people. So why it was a big deal is because every time a disciple walked up to Jesus, he blessed it and they saw it appear 5,000 times. That's why it was a big deal. They literally walked around with their jaws open the whole day serving everybody. Here's the crutch, though. At the end, you think, I've got it. The Messiah's in front of them. They are so excited, they decide to take Jesus captive as king. And he says, that is not how this is going to happen, you guys. They're excited. They're distracted. He puts them in a boat and sends them across the lake, okay? And then goes up in the mountain to pray. But when he does that, a storm comes. The storm is so big that it is swamping the boat. And for the fishermen, they are terrified. They don't know. They don't have Jesus. And although they've had the miracle, this has happened. And all of a sudden, Jesus starts to come and they go, there's a ghost. It's a ghost. Why was he a ghost? He was probably glowing, as God does when we get around him. And finally, Peter recognizes it's the Lord in the storm. And he says, Lord, if it's you, just tell me to come out. And he said, come. And Peter does the most absurd thing we've ever happened. All he's doing is looking at Jesus. He steps outside of the boat in the storm, on the water, and begins to walk towards Jesus on the water. Miracles happen when we keep our eyes on the Father. He was no longer scared. He was still in the storm, and you're going to come across storms in your lives. But Jesus caught him as he was going down because he took his eyes off him, and they walked back to the boat together. You can walk with Jesus for the rest of your life, even starting with high school, with the Lord. And he is the real McCoy. He is the real deal. When things get hard, you look at Jesus, not to the world and not to the devil, to the wannabe. You look at Jesus.
So our challenge to you today, or to this evening, is to remember, and actually we have something for you, but the challenge, let's pass these out.
Can I keep them?
No.
Okay.
The challenge to you, just like the bank teller that Pastor Mark was telling you about, that looks at the real money so much that when the counterfeit shows up, they can't miss it. The challenge to you today is to look daily at the real thing, to look at God and not the world. And when the counterfeit shows up, and the enemy will show up, you'll be ready. So we want you to keep this $2 bill, and each one of you are going to get one, to remember that Jesus is the real deal. He's not the counterfeit. And to challenge you with your class scripture, and to leave you with this, Zechariah 4:6, it's not by might, not by any might or power that we think we might have, it's by the Spirit. Okay, thank you.
Good evening, 8th graders, parents, families, and friends. My name is Carissa Ford, and I'm also here with Mikey Stewart Tapasco on behalf of the teachers and the staff at Thunderbird Adventist Academy across the street. First, to wish all of you a congratulations on your graduation, and also to bring a little gift for each of you. Each year, as part of our congratulations on graduating and as some extra help as you make your transition into high school, we present 8th graders coming from our Arizona Adventist schools with a scholarship that can be applied to tuition should they choose to attend Thunderbird for $425. And since the 8th graders know when I come over, there's usually a tasty treat involved, there's also another small gift in there for them to enjoy. Before I give these scholarships and gifts out, I also want to recognize a few awesome TCE students who won awards at our Academy Days in March for their participation and skill in certain areas. So as I call your name, would you please stand so that we can recognize you? For Bible, Kenny. For English, Owen. And for PE, Jacob. Congratulations to each of them. Now on to the scholarships. As I call your name, would you please come forward and Mr. Tapasco will give you your scholarship. Ezekiel Caro Dupertuis. Kenny Carrillo. Alex Esparza. Brandon Gillen Martinez. Sydney Haley. Aaliyah Hawkins. Owen Heisey. Carson Johnson. Mariah Lewis. Amanda Luca. Sean Millwood. Luca Reisinger. Luca, sorry. Kirsten Tabuhara. Blessing Teta. Joshua Woods. And Jacob Wright. Again, on behalf of the teachers and staff at Thunderbird Academy, congratulations and best wishes as you move on to high school.
All right, at this time, I would also like to hand out some awards that we have this year. It is with great pleasure that at this time I get to present our Leadership Award. This award is presented to an 8th grader every year who shows exemplary leadership in and out of school. We, the teachers and staff, have been watching all year long, and some of you more than just this year. And I've got to say I have multiple leaders in this class. This was a hard decision to make, but between the staff and I, we came to a decision, but all of you guys are going to go far in this life. I'm so excited to see where it takes you. However, I can only recognize one student for this award, and this year the Leadership Award is presented to Owen Heisey. Yeah, come on up, come on up. Owen has consistently demonstrated remarkable leadership skills and qualities that have not gone unnoticed. Owen, your ability to step up whenever I need you to step up, to be at church and standing up in front of a pulpit, to gathering your friends is very commendable. I appreciate all your hard work that you've done this year, not just myself, but the staff here as well. You can be someone who consistently be relied upon. So with this, an award of $100 goes to you. So here you go. At this time, we would also like to recognize our students who have been at TCE for 9 years. So you might as well just come back up, Owen, because Owen has been here for 9 years, as well as Mariah Lewis. All right. We would like to recognize our students here as well, but not just our students, but the families that are here as well. It is not just our students' choice, but our families' choice that keep bringing them back here year after year. So they will each be receiving a medallion that signifies their 9 years here. But please give a round of applause to Owen and Mariah and their families.
You did it. All right.
All right. On one less serious note, we took this year as a class study to Washington, D.C. And we challenged the kids this year to a bit of a scavenger hunt. And we said that there would be a prize and that we gave them this incentive to go through it, and we still haven't told them the winners yet, so tonight we're gonna tell them the winners. But we went to various points throughout the city. They got points for seeing it, got points for writing down information we gathered, taking pictures at locations. And so today I would like to announce our winners. We had a tie for second place. All right, these two students happen to be in the same group, so I know that they did the work. But for tie for second place is Kirsten and Ezekiel. Congratulations, guys, come get your prize. In first place, no surprise tonight, our winner is Owen. So congratulations, Owen. Okay, perfect. At this time, it is a pleasure to be the 8th grade sponsor this year, and I've been glad to watch these students grow. I am proud to be a part of your graduation, and I'm excited for your next chapter. But now is the time you've been waiting for. So first row of graduates, please stand and get ready to receive your diplomas. Ezekiel Didier Caro Dupertuis. Kenny Carrillo. Alex Michael Esparza. Brandon Isaac Wellen Martinez. Sydney Chanel Haley. Aaliyah Christina Hawkins. Owen Mitchell Heisey. Ryan James Carson Johnson. First row, you may be seated. Second row, please stand to receive your diplomas. Mariah Lachelle Dushery Lewis. Amanda Estera Luca. Sean Michael Millwood. Luca St. Clair Reisinger. Kirsten Faith Mendoza Tabuhara. Seka Blessing Teta. Joshua Chinadozi Woods. Jacob Eugene Wright. Second row, you may be seated. Congratulations, class of 2024. You did it.
On behalf of the graduating class of 2024, we would like to present a few gifts to some of the teachers who helped us in our education journey this year to get us where we are today. Miss Erica, we want to thank you for editing all of our papers and helping us grow into the students we are that we need to be for high school. She's coming. Mrs. Young, we want to thank you for being our principal and for your leadership. Ms. Markovich, we want to thank you for teaching us math and science this year. Ms. Shoup, for all your hard work in teaching us band, thank you. Mr. Forrest, thank you for teaching us how to play a variety of sports, even though I find them horrible. And last but certainly not least, Ms. Nicole, thank you for teaching us social studies and being an amazing class sponsor.
At this time, I invite the current 7th grade class to please stand. It is my honor and privilege to introduce the incoming 8th grade class of 2025. You guys can wave. Like you practiced. You guys can take a seat.
Will you please join me in bowing your heads in a word of prayer? Gentlemen, please remove your hats. Dear Jesus, thank you for this evening and the accomplishments we have made throughout this year. Thank you for all the friendships and memories we won't forget, the lessons learned that have shaped us to who we are today. Thank you for all the blessings you have given us, and thank you to all those who came to celebrate with us. We love you. In your name, amen.
If I could have all my graduates please stand. 7th grade, you guys too. Now 8th graders. Now 8th graders. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my privilege and honor to introduce to you the new graduated class of 2024 of Thunderbird Christian Elementary and the upcoming class of 2028. Congratulations all.